Hi, I'm Susan Hero of PRSecrets.com, and we're here today at Beimarin Aikido and Katari Aikido with Ginny Breeland 5th Dan, and Aikido advice for women and a few men, and we do invite all men in as well. Today, Ginny's going to talk about awareness and practice of ki.
So thank you, Susan. So some of my students ask questions like, when will I feel ki? What is ki extension? And I have to really think, because it's a very hard thing to access. It's an abstract thought, and because we're in the Western culture, whatever is not measurable, observable, that kind of thing you can analytically, linearly analyze, we don't tend to give it credence because we can't see it. But it is a very felt thing. It's very palpable, and we know it's there. Maybe one day they can measure it. I've found that being able to bring this abstract thought to to the understanding of a beginner or a linear thinker often requires some kind of application, some kind of tool, so that they can at least get their head wrapped around the idea around what is ki. So I use the sword, and there's probably other ways, like the unbendable arm concept, but we won't go into that. So with the sword, when you strike your sword, the tip is alive, and you're thinking about the tip. You don't want to think about this part of the sword so much, otherwise you'll end up chopping, right? And that's not what you're doing with the sword. You're extending through the tip of the sword, and the tip is alive. The tip is alive because this is where ki extension happens, so ki comes out through the tip. And the goal of this tool is eventually to make it part of your body. So much so that when you hold the sword like this and you see the tip, that when you take your hand away and you extend, you still see the tip. And you move as if the tip is there. This expands you, makes you bigger, and it's a very felt thing. So this is very much the same way that the brain maps tools. If you sweep and you know exactly where the end of the broom is, or you do strike a hammer, you know exactly where the end of that hammer is if you've done it long enough and you've incorporated it as part of your body. If you haven't, you might strike your thumb. So those of us who don't hammer often will have these dark nails, black nails, because we strike our thumb. So the idea is, in Western society, the left brain is probably overemphasized. And this abstract thinking, which is on the right side of your brain, which is more holistic, more ethereal, is less accessible to linear thought. So to bring our brains there and to let your beginner at least have an idea how to feel this motion, find a tool. Okay? And with the sword, ki extension through the tip. When your hand is empty, it's still out there. Same thing with the hammer. In real life, you incorporate these tools as part of your body. You rake the leaves, you know where the end is. So the body will do this automatically for you if you practice enough. Saburi, saburi every day. So that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Sensei.